Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. My name is Nicole Huffnagel and I'm the owner of Huffloral Designs. Today we are going to be working on a centerpiece, perhaps for a dinner party or just for your family. This is just an inexpensive vase that would kind of go well with any home, any monochromatic tone that you have. And I've got some pretty colorful flowers to arrange with today, so I'm kind of excited. I'm actually just going to take one apart that I made and I'm going to repurpose it into this. So to start, we are going to use Oasis. This is Floral Oasis. It's something that's really known in my industry and we really can't live without it. A note, when you are soaking this, you don't want to push down on it because it will cause air bubbles in the Oasis. You just simply want to fill a tub with water, place this on top, and the water will soak all the way through. So while that's doing that, I'm going to get my tools ready. I've got my floral knife that I use pretty religiously. I've got another pair of snips just in case I've got a stronger stem, and I've also got some quick dip. And this helps to hydrate the flowers before you insert them into the Oasis so they'll drink as much water as possible. I'm also going to get a knife to cut the Oasis, kind of a sharp kitchen knife. And I'm also going to get my flowers ready. This is an arrangement I made for the website, and I'm actually just going to take it apart and see if I can do something else with it. So my Oasis is prepared. It is completely soaked. There are no bubbles, there are no light spots, so I know that the water has fully saturated it. My children are in the room as I do this YouTube video. You're all aware we're doing a pandemic at home, so never mind them.
Wait, this is going on YouTube?
So I'm just going to cut this in half. You can see that there are notches. There's a line here and a line here, so you can use this as a third. A lot of arrangements I use just 1/3 of it. But this particular one, because it's kind of wider, I'm going to use half. So now I'm just going to stick this inside, and as you can see, it kind of fits pretty perfectly. It's wobbling a little bit, so I'm going to wedge a piece here to make it pretty snug. Oasis is one of those really fun things that you can, I guess, get satisfaction from cutting and squeezing. There. So now I've got it pretty snug. It's not going to go anywhere. I don't save these scraps, but I will save this because you never know when you're going to need that kind of a piece. And I'm going to put this back in the water.
Can I poke it? Don't throw that away for me.
Hi.
Here. Oh, you made a mess.
I'm also going to, this is just my cute little water pitcher, and I'm going to fill it up with water so it has a nice reservoir of water to drink from throughout the week. Or don't stick it there. And you and A-Babe can dump this out. You go get me a rag, please.
I'm AJ.
That's AJ. This is Haley. So we're just gonna fill it all the way. It's okay. You can't overwater Oasis. Okay, that's good. So now I'm ready to kind of wipe everything down because I am going to tape this. A lot of times when it goes out for delivery, you don't want it to come apart, and you want everything to be nice and snug. So I would recommend taping Oasis in.
I hate this. I hate this.
Alright, so I'm going to just wipe everything up. I have just a thing of clear tape. Light here. We're having technical difficulties. Technical difficulties! Oh, thank you, AJ. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Shining a little bit in my face. There we go, maybe.
This is AJ. Oh, come on.
There, perfect. So just have a nice pair of scissors or a knife that you can cut the tape with. And I do a crisscross pattern, a hashtag pattern, rather. Hashtag.
Hashtag AJ's the best.
Oh my. So I've got a hashtag, and then I'm also, you know, I'm going to tape it all the way around. The flowers are going to kind of cover your tape, and as long as you use this clear floral tape, it'll be fine.
Looks like that Cardi B.
Okay, so now that I've got that started, I tend to like to start with flowers. It just kind of helps me figure out how big the arrangement's going to be. Typically, when a container, you can do 3.5 times the size. So I can go pretty high with this particular container, but this is for a dinner party, so I'm going to kind of keep the stems a little bit short. Keep your Oasis and your Quick Dip nearby, because after I cut the stem, I'm going to Quick Dip it, hold it for about 3 seconds, and then I'm going to insert it about 3 or 4 inches into the Oasis. If you don't go far enough into the Oasis, it won't soak up water and your arrangement will die. For me, I really like to cluster flowers. I think it just makes them pop a little bit more. I like to kind of group them all to one side, maybe have a couple drip off.
But you don't want it too clustered.
Well, you want it balanced. And color is important too, to balance on both sides. So I'm gonna pop this into the Quick Dip. See how short that guy is? That's okay, because it's gonna have a home here in the Oasis and it's gonna live temporarily. So now, as you can see, I've kind of got a little bit of a grouping of purple and blue here, a little bit of a grouping of yellow here. So now I'm going to get a little bit of depth. I've got, oh, and the names of these flowers, I apologize. These are tulips and these are iris. This is yarrow. It actually kind of grows in a lot of business parking lots from what I see in California. So it's definitely a garden plant. And I just like to have depth with making the flowers. Instead of all on one plane, it's kind of in and out, so it gives it a little bit more dimension. In this lovely arrangement, I also have this fun guy. This is called Thistle. Thistle. word, right? Thistle. With the table arrangement, you need to keep in mind that it's going to be seen from all angles. So I'd actually prefer to have a lazy Susan so I could turn the arrangement as I make it, but this is fine. I'm just going to turn it as I go. Again, just really emphasizing the in and out, the dimensional placement of flowers. Now that I've kind of got a feel for what I have, I'm going to add a little bit of greenery. Everybody is very different in how they arrange flowers. Everybody has their own style, their own way of doing it. I've had the privilege of working with a lot of different designers, so I've gotten to know a lot of different styles, and I appreciate all of them. Not entirely sure the name of this. I know my fellow floral colleagues could tell me, but I got it off of a floral truck and I just love it. I've used it a lot in arrangements. It just really kind of makes it explosive and kind of come to life, and I really like that. This is variegated pittosporum. This kind of grows a lot outside in California. California is an amazing place to be when you're a florist, because if you run out of something, you're kind of surrounded by a lot. Oh. No, you're not. No, Haley. Really, I'm trying to focus here, please. Just grabbing the rest of the thistle out of this arrangement and the yarrow. And I'm kind of filling in the back here. Again, remembering to use my quick dip. I'm going to group some thistle back here. Sometimes an arrangement can be completely symmetrical, so it's the same on all sides, but I like asymmetrical. Even with round, I like asymmetrical, so it doesn't have to be the same here as it is here, as long as it proportionally is the same. Getting a lot of texture with the in and out. Quite a different arrangement size now. I'm not going to be able to use the snapdragons in this. This is dead. Brown, wilted. It's all for a photo shoot, so it doesn't have to last a super long time, but I will always use fresh product. Oh no. I think Haley wants me to add sunflowers, and I think she's absolutely right. But these are,
I'm right.
they're a little bit older flowers, and the sunflowers are brand new. And I'd rather use that in a fresh arrangement because I might sell it. I have a bad habit of using my fingernails to cut. It's just habit. Doing it, being busy, it won't last. Haley just mentioned maybe we could use some of the tulip leaves. And while they're beautiful, these typically don't last. They're going to wilt. Haley also wants to use this tropical leaf, but it looks a little brown. So again,
No, it doesn't.
It does, honey.
It's fine.
That is brown.
Well, you can take your power off.
And this isn't, I'm kind of going for a rounder shape, and having just, tropical leaves are wonderful, but I think that they do better in really an asymmetrical arrangement. Starting to come together. Again, Haley is trying to get me to add magnolia leaves, and I think that they're just a tad big for this arrangement. Scale, proportion, those are very important when designing. Another good rule of thumb to consider, a lot of people know this, a lot of people don't though, when you're designing an arrangement, you want to keep this in mind. You really don't want to go any higher than your fist because that kind of obstructs your view of the person that you're sitting across from. So we are below this, so we're in a good proportion, but just keep that in mind when you're designing. Haley just asked what the quick dip does, and as I explained earlier, it just helps to immediately hydrate the stem. It makes the water from the oasis go immediately up the stem, and it prolongs the life. So another thing that you don't want to see is the oasis. It's a big no-no in the design world. So if you do see it, you need to get some greenery or some smaller pieces and cover what you're designing. Yeah, that's great. Haley just cut up a little bit of thistle and stuck it in, and I think that really helps it out.
I can see a lot of it.
I am not opposed to using outdoor greenery, so I'm going to go grab some. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you have a buttloads right there.
A little what?
Greenery.
But I do like the outdoor.
Ow! That's a little sharp. better place.
So my son is outside apparently telling everybody I'm doing a YouTube video
Oh Lord.
for flowers, and as soon as it's online, he says he's going inside, getting on the computer, and he's watching it.
Is this even a YouTube video? Is it? Mom, I think I'm coming for your brand.
All right, watch out, Haley.
See how better that looks with these things?
I like it. Haley is adding a little touch of myrtle, and I love myrtle. It's got such an earthy smell to it. It's wonderful. All right.
Mommy.
So we're just gonna kind of turn it around, see if we have any holes anywhere.
Yeah.
Right there, that's a hole. Beautiful.
Oh, puppy break.
This is Hannah, dear.
This is the problem.
Oh, that's Haru. That's my buddy Haru. This is cornflower. It's a little wilted, but it's going to give us an idea of just a deeper pop of blue. I think that some hydrangea could have been pretty in this, or some delphinium. Alright, so I am going to call this done. I'm going to clean up my station. That's the most important thing after you do an arrangement, is to clean up after yourself. Designers don't like a messy workstation. And I'm also going to spritz it. Flowers drink through the blooms as well as the stems. So hydrangea, for instance, if it's wilted, you can dunk it in a bucket of water and it will drink water through the petals and it will come back to life. So flowers are obviously dependent upon water, so spritzing them and making sure they have enough in their reservoir is very important. So this is our finished arrangement. I'm gonna turn this around so everybody can, no, I'm not gonna turn it around. I'm just going to hold it up so you can kind of see what we've got going on here. I think that it's proportional. I really like the color combination. I think that it would go very nice in a modern home, in a kitchen or a dining room table. And this arrangement would cost around $65, and that would be with delivery. So that's it for our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching Huffloral, and we will see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.